All right, folks, let's talk money. More specifically, the people who handle it in big companies, CFOs, Chief Financial Officers. They used to be the guys in the back crunching numbers, making sure the book's balanced. But hold on, things are changing. Today's CFOs are like financial fortune tellers trying to predict the future of their companies. They're using fancy new tools like artificial intelligence or AI. Think of it as having a superpowered calculator that can analyze mountains of data and spot trends. Why is this important? Because the world is changing faster than ever. Remember Blockbuster Video? Yeah, they didn't see Netflix coming. CFOs are trying to make sure their companies don't end up like Blockbuster, so put on your thinking caps because we're about to dive into the wild world of CFOs and the future of finance. Remember when companies used to freak out every 3 months? Earnings reports were like the Hunger Games, with everyone fighting for survival. Well, CFOs are realizing that short-term thinking can be a trap. They're now looking at the long game. Instead of just focusing on the next quarter, they're thinking about the next decade. How can they invest in new technologies? How can they adapt to changing consumer behavior? These are the questions keeping CFOs up at night. It's no longer just about making a quick buck. It's about building a company that can thrive in the long run. Think of it like planting a tree. You don't see the results immediately, but with patience and care, it can grow into something strong and lasting. Remember when you couldn't find toilet paper during the pandemic? Yeah, that was a supply chain issue. And it turns out these supply chain disruptions are a big concern for CFOs. Imagine trying to run a car factory without tires, or a bakery without flour. That's what it's like when supply chains go haywire. And it's not just about pandemics anymore. We've got geopolitical tensions, climate change, and all sorts of other crazy things happening. On top of that, CFOs are also worried about weak demand. People are being more careful with their money these days, which means companies have to work harder to earn their dollars. It's like trying to walk a tightrope while juggling flaming chainsaws. Not easy, right? Section 4: Robots doing the books. A CFO's dream? Okay, maybe not robots, yet, but CFOs are definitely turning to technology to make their lives easier. Automation and digitization are the buzzwords of the day. Think about all the boring, repetitive tasks that people in finance have to do. Reconciling accounts, processing invoices, chasing down receipts. It's enough to make anyone want to tear their hair out. But what if computers could do all that stuff for us? That's the promise of automation. And it's not just about saving time and money, it's also about freeing up finance professionals to focus on more strategic work. You know, the stuff that actually requires a brain. Section 5: The CFO Balancing Act. Juggling workload, skills, and resources. Being a CFO has never been easy, but these days it's like trying to juggle chainsaws while riding a unicycle on a tightrope over a pit of sharks. First, there's the workload. CFOs are expected to do more with less, all while navigating a constantly changing business environment. It's like trying to drink from a fire hose. Then there's the skills gap. Finance teams need new skills to keep up with all the technological advancements. Data analysis, cybersecurity, even a bit of coding. Gone are the days when all you needed was a calculator and a green visor. And let's not forget about resources. Budgets are tight, and it's tough to find and retain top talent. It's a tough job market out there, folks. Section 6: AI, the CFO's new secret weapon. AI is everywhere these days, from self-driving cars to those creepy targeted ads that seem to follow you around the internet. But AI is also making its way into the world of finance, and CFOs are taking notice. Imagine being able to predict which customers are most likely to default on their loans, or identify fraudulent transactions before they happen. That's the power of AI. Now, AI is still in its early stages, especially in finance. It's like a teenager, full of potential but still prone to making mistakes. But CFOs who are willing to experiment with AI now could have a major advantage in the years to come. Think of it this way: AI won't replace CFOs, but CFOs who use AI will replace CFOs who don't.